everybody, to the 2018 U.S. Open 10-ball championship. We are live at Griff's in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Freddie Agnew. I'm going to be joined by George Teachea in a few minutes. Got a fantastic winner's side matchup for you. Dennis Hatch versus Mitch Ellerman, the battle of the lefties. So four players left in the winner's side. This is CSI 10-ball rules, race to 9, alternating breaks. They are racking their own using the magic ball rack. They get to use jump cues. Free foul rule is in effect. Both these guys have been playing really, really well. 4 players left, these 2 lefties, and on the other side, 2 Filipinos, Alex Pagulayan and Dennis Orculio, are playing each other on another match. Dennis was just on this stream, or Coolio was just on the stream. You can probably see him in the background. Mitch Ellerman wins the lag.
Okay.
Mitch to break.
Hi, guys.
George, how do you like this matchup?
This is great. These are lefties, both of them. Both playing well, both within themselves, just having a great tournament.
Both really breaking well.
Yep. Everything I saw from Dennis's match.
He looked absolutely
yes,
perfect.
And Mitch against Corey, it's been impressive from both players. So I think you can expect a spectacular match here.
As George just said, that Mitch got through Corey duel. Corey goes to the one-loss side. Dennis Hatch beat one of the hottest players in the world right now at Dodong Diamond, Mr. James Aranas.
Yeah, so they've met some tough competition all the way through. Mitch started out beating Kurt Kobayashi. Kobayashi's 9-2. Then he took care of Billy Thorpe, Hill, 9-8. He beat Shane Van Boney 9-7, and he just defeated Corey Duel. I believe the score was 9-6.
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
9-6,
in that range.
9-6, 9-7, 9-6.
And Dennis, on the other hand, Dennis started out with a bye. Alex Ollinger 9-5, Omar Al Shaheen 9-4, and then he just defeated James Aranas.
96 or 97.
In the same vicinity that Mitch won his match. So we've got an excellent match for you guys here. We've got an Arizona local who now lives in Nevada.
Arizona local. We are in
Arizona
Nevada.
trader.
We're in Nevada.
Who has now moved to Nevada and living here in Las Vegas. Mitch Ellerman versus Dennis Hatch.
Dennis is from the Buffalo area, but he lives in the Chicago area now.
Dennis is very good friends with a good friend of mine, very staunch pool supporter, Paul Feltman. And
might get this one. Well, it's going to be ball in hand to Dennis Hatch after a very good safety. We'll see how the table treats these guys. Both of them have been playing so well on the other tables, but this table has been the most challenging. It has the smallest pockets that we're playing on this tournament.
So Dennis basically gets the first open shot.
He's got the first open shot. Both these guys are candidates for the Mosconi Cup. Dennis Hatch, former MVP of the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, this tournament will really help Mitch Ellerman's chances at that, along with the boot camps they attend and
all of that.
Rigmarole that they're going through to be selected to get to go across the pond and face Europe.
When Dennis Hatch was younger, he would be considered one of the elite American players, and back then, of course, the Americans were the elite players. Won a PBT championship. You know, so anytime you're winning one of those tournaments, it was a big deal. Mitch Ellerman also kind of like on a comeback trail. Mitch used to be on the tournament trail, I suppose you could call it that, but he's not so much anymore.
He's really limited his play to Arizona for the most part. I do remember in the late 2008, 2009, 2007, right in there, he did win a couple of he won a bar table championship right along in there. Up in Reno, double dipping Jose Parica, one of the greats who is very respected, future Hall of Famer probably. Hopefully.
Jose Parica is a Hall of Famer.
He is already?
Yeah.
They got him in?
I got him in.
Okay, you got him in. Finally, that thanks to Freddie.
I was part of the Veterans Committee that year, and I
Yeah.
had the final vote to get him in.
And now
In fact, I nominated him.
you're getting on that committee, right?
I've been on that committee for many years. Many
Perfect.
years.
So now I know you guys are talking to over here.
All right. Well, he came up a little short on this ball, which is surprising because usually these guys have been coming along, and he's played enough on this table. Maybe he's over-adjusted here, but I don't think that he's going to have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to make sure he's hit this ball. Problem there is if he runs into the 9 ball, he's going to have to get position.
Is he going to go around the 9, or is he going to go around the 10?
Inside of the 9.
He's going to hit the 9 and go in the side pocket.
That is
That's
absolutely a brutal roll.
You
That's
know,
brutal. As good as he hit that ball, because he knows he had to come off the 9 to get up table, but
well, that just goes to show bumping balls, even when you expect to bump them and you're playing a bump off them, they don't have to go your way.
You're rolling the dice.
Yeah, you roll the dice. Big break for Mitch Ellerman.
Yeah.
Big break.
Coming up short, coming from the head rail was what got Dennis in trouble there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I think they've been playing on this table, practicing enough to see how fast the table is coming one way versus the other, and I think he just over compensated.
So this is Dennis's break. I believe you said Mitch won the lag.
That's correct.
On the one loss side, we had matches. Omar Al-Shaheen beat Vidmos Foldes. Shane defeated Warren Kiamko in a hill match.
Hill match. Warren Kiamko was on the 6th ball, dead straight in the pocket with 3 hanging balls and didn't get out.
Wow. And then Eglente Cachi over Oscar Dominguez. And Ernesto Dominguez, a big win over Billy Thorpe.
That was a big win.
Yep.
Well,
he's had a couple.
Well, the good news there is that Ernesto doesn't have to play Oscar.
Right.
But our good friend Oscar Dominguez had a good tournament.
Well, let's see. These guys are down to the last few players. Something we have not mentioned.
That's a huge break, and he's going to be straight on the 1. I think he's going to like that lead.
Something we have not mentioned are the payouts. First place is $10,000. Second place is 7. Fourth place is 3.
That is a good second place,
18,
I'll tell you that.
Sure is, $7,000.
It's
fifth, sixth is $1,800 apiece. Seventh, eighth is $1,000 apiece. And if you're 9th through 12th, you got your entry fee back of $600.
You see some sponsorship patches on Dennis. He plays in the Mucci Q, has been for quite a while.
Mm-hmm. And Mitch's most important sponsor is looking for more?
Maybe.
This is going to be directed to a friend I have out there that's listening. Paul, Casino del Sol should sponsor Mitch.
Well, pseudo safe here. Mitch can see the 2 ball. It was a 2-way shot by Dennis. If Mitch attacks here, that cue ball's got to fly around the table. I don't even know if he can see the left pocket as he views it. Upper right pocket as we view it right now.
He's looking and seeing what he can do with this. Is he going to jump a quarter ball there? He jumps with a full cue, so.
He is going to just jump a little bit of this ball. At least he just kind of lined that up. I wonder how many lefties are in this tournament or were in this tournament, because these 2 are left-handed. They might be the only 2 left if there were any others.
Jumped it.
Yeah, this is oddly enough. I'm going to just say this: that's probably. I think that's the 3rd shot that Mitch has shot with a cue ball and/or the object ball has flown around the table. We're only on the 2nd game.
Yeah, they haven't had very many clear shots. Dennis had the first one, and then got that brutal roll in the side, and Mitch mopped that up, and now we're here at the 2nd game with Dennis on an open shot here. Bumping balls.
Bumping balls.
Bumping balls.
Bumping balls. We just watched him a match
Yeah.
on his last match, and Dennis played very, very clean.
Yeah.
Super clean. Looked like the Dennis Hatch of old. And missed it. Oh, boy.
It looked like it was out, but it was inside the pocket.
Just
Nice
inside
shot.
the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be left out. And nice angle to get to this 5 ball. Just probably go up to the head rail and come over. He's just going to draw it right over.
This must go into the side pocket
must
fairly
be,
easily because he didn't hit that all that hard. Let's see if he's got a half a grimace going, and he just shook his head, so it wasn't all. This ball doesn't sit as nicely.
Well, when you look at that 5 ball by the side, on most tables you're figuring pretty easy in the side. On this table, that closes up real quick.
Barely see a side pocket there. And he's shooting down table. What a shot! Both these guys, because they're left-handed, they look different, but I'm telling you, both these guys are smooth, even if you look in the mirror.
That's a scary thought, Freddie, to look in the mirror. For me, anyway. Guys, I have a face for radio.
Just from that one shot, I can tell that Dennis spent a good amount of this table to check out how the rails were going, because nobody's been hitting that one, short, and he ended up short twice now. So he's been spending time on this table to make sure that he's got which one's going fast, which one's going long.
And he closes that one up convincingly.
That's right. He hit that so hard, the ball
did.
was still rattling in there. 1-1.
There's a shot of Dennis Orpollo in the background as he faces Alex Pagulayan. The lefties on one table, Filipinos on the other. And as someone pointed out to me when I was looking at the bracket, Ian Costello is over playing Shane Van Boening right now. And Shane's the first non-Filipino opponent he's faced.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, matches going on are Omar Al-Shaheen versus Torsten Homan, Shane Van Boening, Ian Costello, Clint Ikachi versus Corey Deuel, Ernesto Dominguez versus James Aranas.
Who has Ian played then that he's played?
Looking at the brackets,
he beat Jeff DeLuna. And
down on the bottom of the bracket.
This time he didn't make a ball.
Jeff DeLuna, Ronnie Alcano, Alex Pagulayan.
It's interesting.
He's faced some talent.
Well, Roy's basement is here, so he's got like every Filipino in the country in the back of his van, I guess.
Probably has a motor home out there so they can nap in between. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Dry break here by Mitch. So the first shot by Dennis, if he chooses to accept this, is quite
back cut on the one.
Back cut blood tester, and the cue ball going to nowhere.
Cue ball goes
3 rails
to the
around.
left. Yeah. Well, it doesn't do him any good to go 3 rails around.
Exactly.
The 8-2, it looks like it's lined up pretty nice.
So safety is the right shot.
And it's going to leak. I
can't tell if he can actually hit this ball. Dennis did not do a hand flip, so he must be covered. Must be a kick to the side rail.
Mitch.
A lot of balls are hiding. Yeah, he's hidden by a lot.
Yep.
And this is going to be the 3rd or 4th time in the 3rd game that he's going to fly balls around. He's going to hit this hard, isn't he? Oh, he didn't hit it. He didn't fly that time, but this is a nice shot. Boy. Oh, I believe Dennis can see this ball. It's close.
He said, "Play the one."
Playing the one.
Nice to have a little mic down there. We
That's
can hear
right.
some
We know
of the better.
We don't have to guess if you can see it. He can see it. I can't tell if the 2 goes in the side, but he just tries to make this ball. Didn't take much time on that shot like he normally would, so maybe he's kind of playing a half safe. And
it's half safe. Came into a full safe.
I think so. It seems like the ball just turned one more revolution to the left. And again, we are looking at. We can actually see both players, and we normally can tell what's happening with Dennis because he'll show his emotions. Tight shot here. Now, see Mitch. You see how he put his hands up there? He was so close to being able to see something. He mustn't be able to see it.
I think he's going to have to kick it off the side rail.
Yeah.
He's going to jump this.
Even if he jumps this ball, it's.
Yeah, well, he's jumping it too.
He could. There isn't even a good. Does the 5-ball block one rail kick that way?
No,
I
don't think so. He can spin this pretty easy. I think he can get to the middle diamond, which gives him a fortune what he needs to do for the one. He might be trying to jump in and stop the cue ball there and bring the one ball down past this 9-10 on the bottom of your screen. These guys are, when they jump a ball, they're not just jumping the ball to hit it. They're jumping the ball to leave it where they want it.
With purpose.
Yeah, with purpose. Always with purpose. Most, a lot of players jump the ball to hit it.
He's called the corner pocket, the upper right corner pocket. He's going to do a little kick here, spin kick. He did spin kick that when he almost hit the 5. He had to come as close as he could to the 5-ball. No sellout here, but Dennis should be banking the 1 ball out of there and maybe down by the upper left corner.
Yeah, he's got control, so he'll try to leave Mitch in not a desirable position. Probably bank it down below the 9 and try to go uphill with the cue ball like that.
I think so. There you go.
And it takes away the kick to the right side, the 2 rails to the right side of the table, and the kick to the left side, the 2 rails is
tough because you can't. Tough to get to a rail. You got so many balls that have to get there. He's going to hit it hard.
Got an 1/8 of a ball.
Two railer at it, upper right corner, 2 railer off the 1 and play the 10.
Yeah,
but he'll go with a 1 rail. He's got to hit it pretty good to get a rail. He just whacked it. So.
And he's going to disturb that, and he's giving up a shot. Let's see what kind of shot he's got. Back cut for the 1. When the 2 ball still pretty much covered by the 8.
This one should be really no issue for Dennis. I say that, but it's just a simple slide over there to the 4 ball. So just make the ball. Slide to the 4 ball, make the ball. And he said,
no
"Wow,"
issue.
because it spun off the rail more than he was expecting, I think. But should be able to just hit this and it's close. 8 ball will move. He's gonna jack up and draw it out.
That's fine.
off the 8 ball, as I said. Spin there and got to hold this ball. Really, once he gets to the 5 ball, I think he solved this. 6 balls in the middle of the table. 6 both
pretty
goes
straightforward.
Both sides, so both corner pockets. So he has a choice.
Pretty straightforward.
Does he actually? I can't tell with the monitor, George. It looks like he's got an angle on the 5 to slide on over.
He can either bring the ball back or go forward for the 6.
Overdrawn this?
No,
he's all right.
Perfect. He's looking good. Little stun shot here just takes him right up to where he just pointed for the 7. Over for the 8. Not against the rail.
Don't stay on the rail.
Looks pretty straight, but he's not. He's got just a hair of an angle to go to the rail and back.
Oh my goodness. And look at this. Well, he did not get away with that. That would chunk that one straight into the rail.
Interesting. It's a tough miss there.
Well, Mitch just has to make sure he doesn't get caught up on the 9. And he does get caught. Oh, I thought he was going to tickle it. That would have been brutal. Mitch is going to take a 2-1 lead, staying on serve.
Mm-hmm. And to tell you the truth, Dennis had a good shot at winning both those games.
Both
Mitch
those
has won.
games,
He's
exactly
got the
right.
mop out.
That's exactly right. 2-1, Mitch Ellerman.
He's not happy.
Yeah, I can. You know, he's a fiery
You
guy.
can hear
So,
that?
I mean, I think he did the right thing by when he got a little bit straight there and so close to the rail that he didn't hem and haw about it. He stood up and shot it like he would normally shoot it, but unfortunately, he shot it right into the cushion.
Listen to this huge break. This is one of the things I like about having this table mic'd is
You can hear.
are you going to do the decibel thing?
Yeah, it's an interesting thing just to see what it was. You know. From here, Torsten's was at 72.
4 players still left on the winner's side.
Well, the
Wow,
maybe
those
73.
balls are flying.
How many balls
He made 3.
And he's got to make sure
3
the
and
3
he's
balls
straight in on the
clear.
deuce, on the 1. With an easy position for the deuce, the 3. Wow.
3 probably. Now Dennis has to run out clean here and forget about what happened last, because if he doesn't run out clean, and if he doesn't run out, I think it'll affect him. Yeah, he's got to get on that side of the 2 ball, because the 3 ball probably going to go in the side pocket. He'll get straight. He did get straight, didn't he?
He might have to follow down and come back up for the 3 ball to shoot it in the right-hand corner.
And if he has to hit this hard, it's been slow coming back up.
He's got just a slight angle that he might be able to draw to the 10. But you know, when he hits that 10, he won't have a good shot on the 3. He'll have a shot on the 3.
Yeah,
I like
he's
following down
forward.
and coming back in. Oh, he put some juice on that ball to make sure he got down there and around. He says, "I'm not bumping the 7 by accident."
The 6, does it pass the 8 ball to the side pocket? If it does, you'll just do one of those slide to the sides again. No, it doesn't matter. He was full enough to
apparently
be able to see that.
the 10 ball
From here, didn't look it, but that's where he played.
Yeah. What was that hold up for?
Wow. He somehow doesn't like it.
Did he just notice it doesn't go by?
This was crazy because he did look over.
It did. He did.
How strange was that?
Well, it might have afforded him some good sense to have taken his time and looked at it before.
And he makes it.
Look at this position on the 8. Fire. Fire in the hole. Boom.
Get over there. And the 10 ball sits too far out there, so he has to go back and forth. It's in. Oh, it didn't want to go in, and this is no good.
Oh, wow.
He is going to hate this. Oh, my Lord.
See, right now he's feeling like things are going against me, but
yeah, he's
that position on that 9 ball was a little tight. A little tough. Is he going to cut this and go around 4 rails to the top of the table? Hit it so thin, try to leave the 10 on the bottom rail. And he's got to miss it going by. Because he's going to go right by the 10 when he hits that rail. You see the?
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
A good shot if he doesn't scratch.
He
He's
went
looking
right in the
straight at
hole.
it. Man, that's just brutal. He's got a couple of odd ones here, but he put himself in that position. He's smiling, but inside he's just want to throw something, I think.
Fuming.
Wow, that's
3-1.
again, you know, he had such a big break, and he needed to run out clean, and he didn't, and now he's wiping his brow. He's feeling hot out there.
And Mitch's break. Now Mitch on the other tables, in his match with Shane, 4 times he broke and ran. So he's not having a problem with running out today, I'll tell you. or yesterday, whenever that match was. 2 days ago. This is the third day. See, I'm getting my days right. Freddie, your math is helping. Your math lessons are helping. Let's take a listen to Mitch's break. See if it's as loud as Dennis's. I don't know if it's going to be as effective. Dennis made 3 balls on the break and was straight in on the 1. That ain't no slouch break.
And that 3-ball cozies up to the 8-ball, so a little bit of a challenge with it.
It might go by to the left-hand corner pocket.
You're saying the left-hand corner pocket
On the bottom, yes. No.
After the 2.
Yeah. Well, because the 2 goes first. Yeah, it just might. Good camera angle, and we still can't tell.
And it might go in the side pocket after the 2, but you have to get the ball there, so probably around and 3 in the corner if it goes.
Well, first he's got a handle here. Does he bank this, or do you just play the 6?
I thought he said safe.
Oh, whoa! He's got a safety. Oh, he's going to takes away the kick from the bottom rail. Takes away both kicks.
2-railer then.
The 2 railers there, the 2-railer by the past the 6 works. And with decent speed, he might be able to hold the cue ball behind those 3 balls, the 10, the 3, and the 8. Now he's going to go the other way. That's going to be hard to hold.
Well, he hit it, but probably the only thing that came out good for Dennis is that he didn't give him a left-hander an easy shot, but then again, Mitch is not going to have a problem to reach this. Yeah, so here they're playing the 6, and you see the 3-ball still a little bit difficult, so it must go pretty easily. They're not even looking over there. If we put a camera on it, it probably goes by a mile. Play both balls here.
Might as well.
No, he's got that so deep. Can he get out of that corner pocket?
Mitch does a good job with this, but by playing that ball there, he's looking at the 3 now to see if it goes by. But he probably already knew that the ball goes by, and that's why he played the cue ball there in case the 2 ball went, went in behind the 7 ball there.
Oh. Tough shot here. This is just a
tough coming out. Yeah.
Just the slightest difference from left to right on hitting this ball could mean everything from scratching to nowhere on the table.
He can hit the rail and the ball at the same time and make it.
Yeah, he decided to draw it out. This is probably the best of it.
And it must go by. That's where he played to. It did. Speed's nice. Looks like he's going to convert this for another win. Yep. This is kind of reminiscent of the last match we just watched when Dennis was getting the rolls against Torsten.
Well, in this case, I don't think it was the rolls that got Dennis Hatch. In this case, he's missed a couple of opportunities.
(2018) U.S. Open 10-ball championships. We're at Griff's Bar and Billiards in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's actually the first game that Mitch ran out, as opposed to Dennis missing late to hand it to him.
Alternate break format, 3-foul rule. Magic ball rack must be used.
A ball in. It looks like he'll be straight in the one. Another good opportunity for Dennis Hatch, and I'll say it again, that if he doesn't run out clean, it's just going to work against his mental state. Mitch looks completely comfortable.
You know, Mitch, his demeanor is usually comfortable.
That's right. Usually a smiling type of guy.
Yeah. Well, you'll see him frown. He can get emotional too when things aren't going just right.
Good shot there. He used inside English from that distance into the rail.
Well, Dennis Hatch comes in with a 773 Fargo as opposed to Mitch's 744. And after the tournament so far that Mitch has had, I think we're going to see that head north a little bit. Meanwhile, Dennis has his work cut out for him here on this 4-ball to the 8 to the 5. He's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good here. I wonder if he'll just hold it there for the 7 in the side or come up to about where he is for the 7 in the corner.
This is the key shot of this rack.
Yeah. Yep. Sure is. He could also go forward and shoot the 7 in the side or the upper
pocket.
corner. Yeah. Follow to the left side of the bottom corner there. He's got 3 ways to play shape here.
Apparently it goes in the side pocket. That was, it was tricky because there's not much space to land it. This will be perfect.
Cue ball responds very well off the tip of his cue.
Hey, he's got a very good stroke tempo.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds right. Both these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they both have a good machine, you might say.
Yeah.
A friend of mine calls that a machine. He calls it the stroke machine.
And he does run out cleanly, which is what he needed.
Mm-hmm.
Get his mind back into this. And
close that little gap there.
correct. There's only one break of serve away, and he gave away 3 games.
Yeah, this match has not by any means gotten away from him. Even though he's given away 3 games.
Well, let's see if Mitch can respond there. It's always about breaking and running clean if you make a ball in the break. Template rack allows for more balls in the break.
Well, one thing about the Fargo rate ratings, Dennis Hatch rates in the top 100 in the world, where Mitch is down at 744. The lowest guys on the top 100 are 761. So he's 16, 17 points away.
Yeah, it's fair to say that Hatch has been one of the elite American players for many years.
Now, did we? I can get that right here. I was thinking about both players' age. I believe Mitch is 33, 34.
Oh, that's a big break. Oh, he's getting kicked around all over the place, though. And easy on the one. Both these guys are breaking awfully hard. You see our sponsorship banners back there. 1080 chalk, pure chalk by Predator. Acme cases. We're using the Cyclop balls. This is a CSI CueSport International event using CSI rules on diamond tables with Simonis cloth. We are at Griff's in Las Vegas, Nevada. Mitch looks good here as long as he doesn't drop the 3-ball. Even if he does, he can play for the 4-ball right here and make sure he's on both the 3 or the 4. But I suspect the 3-ball will be there, sliding in. Good shot. Mitch
Trying
is
to find
looking
the
in good
player's
control here. Oh, he went way too far. That he went off that end rail and went way too far. So far that he's almost, he's going to be shooting at the other pocket. And again, the end rail is bouncing. And now that he's out of position, he's got to recover. It's a good recovery, but he's still got a little bit of work to do. He's calling in the side, which means he's running the cue ball. Somebody shot a ball right when he shot that ball and almost rattled, but he made it into the side pocket. He's been out of line here since the 4 ball.
Well, on the AZ Money leaderboard list, Dennis is 35th. Mitch is 65th. They both had some good finishes at some pretty big tournaments. Dennis has 2 seconds. Turning Stone Classic and the Break Rooms 8-Ball Classic, I think 2018. Mitch, good finish at the Annie Mercer, Jay Swanson, and some local ones. Dennis was born in 71. What is that, 40?
47.
47. Mitch is, I believe he's close to my daughter's age, so he's about 34, 35. These guys might be teammates.
I'm sure they'd like that.
Mm-hmm. Couple of left-handers.
Because if they both make it, that means they're both on a team that they're trying to get there. No,
he's not.
Billy's right-handed.
Oh, cue ball came all the way over down.
That's
the floor
actually
here.
the first time since we've been doing the stream this year that the cue ball's been popped off the table on the break. As hard as these guys swing,
It's controlled.
yeah.
Usually controlled.
And usually Dennis has much better control than popping a cue ball off the table. Of all the things, he definitely doesn't want to do that.
Well, you know, one of the things when you're behind and you might be just a little frustrated,
Yeah.
is you lay into that break a little bit harder because your adrenaline's running a little bit more.
Nice way to start this game. Ball in hand.
Now he bumps into the 8-ball.
Yeah, once he takes care of the 2, the center of the table is opened.
Yep.
Open pathways. Doesn't look like he is going to bump into the 8. I thought he would also, but he's not going to.
Didn't have to.
Now he might be thinking, I wish I had. Oh, he's left-handed, so he's no problem
Yeah,
reaching
no,
this.
yeah, he's
2 rails to the 4 ball. Oh.
This looks pretty straightforward.
Mitch looks like he has this table absolutely perfect. He did play a little bit ragtag in the last. He lost the ball once, but he recovered well.
Mm-hmm.
The shot that on the last game that he actually went too far, it was it was far by about 4 feet. It came really funny off the rail.
Mm-hmm. These little side pocket shots. He's going to stop it there, bring it back just a hair. He can fall forward and still be able to cut the 8-ball by the 9. I'm not sure if he wants to play it in the side or in the corner. Corner. He likes to hit those shots with a firm stroke. You know, he wants to.
Sure.
He wants to stroke that ball.
Very
Nice
nicely
speed.
done.
Let the rails control his speed.
6-2, another
6-2.
break and run. It's 2 break and runs in a row for him. Not sure what. Oh, that's right. It was Dennis's break. He popped the ball off the table, so it was 2
Mhm.
full racks in a row. That's why it seemed like it was 2 breaking runs. Mitch can really put the hammer down if he breaks and runs another.
Yeah.
It'll be 3 games. If he break and runs this one, it'll be a 3rd game that he didn't shoot. Mitch playing excellent.
Yes, he is.
And one of the few people that hasn't really been struggling on this table. Other than the first couple of games, because he did fly a couple in the first couple of games, but it didn't affect him negatively. You know, he shot at 2 balls and flew them around the table because he missed so bad. But hasn't since then.
He's displayed some good mental
discipline,
clarity. I guess you might want to say discipline. Those are nice words. Yeah, I like that.
He let off a little bit on that break, just a little bit. Look at the results. Look at the results.
Still made a ball. Straight in on the 1. Well, good on the 1.
Good on the 1. 3 balls in a tricky position down there by the 10 ball.
Mitch Wonderboy Ellerman. You like nicknames? There's one that was given to him by a friend of ours in Arizona. Wonderboy, because you're always wondering what he's going to do next. This was.
Uh-oh. Don't think he's going to like this. He's going to have to power out a shot here. Looks almost straight in.
Well,
surely he wanted an angle on this, but here we go.
Going
3 rails forward. Fade the 6. Oh, just 2 rails forward.
Yep.
That 3 ball must sit easier than it looks from up here because he doesn't seem to be shaking his head on it.
Yeah, it looks like if he stays, oh, he's in good shape. I thought he was.
Well, there's a lot of balls that want to stop him from getting at the 4 ball.
Yes. Anticipation. Nice spin to come back towards those balls, towards that 4. I'll just stop it there. Line up on the 6. To the rail and over and back. To the rail and back. He might not even go all the way to the rail. Let's see how he. I think he goes to the rail and comes back off. Yep.
He's looking really, really good.
Yes,
really in control. And there's nothing Dennis can do about it. You know, can't be any complaints. This guy hasn't missed in the last 4 racks that he's been shooting. Once he gets through this rack.
Made sure he didn't go towards that side pocket, didn't he? He kind of elevated
kept
a little
it
bit.
Above.
Yeah, kept it above.
Yeah. Elevated, you're right. Jacked up. Yeah, Mitch looks really good. Really doesn't look like there's anything that's only one time since the first couple of games, the first game actually, that it looked like he got a little out of control, but he recovered really well.
7-2, and Dennis taking a break, trying to maybe ice his opponent, just get away for a little bit and clear his mind, come back with a new frame of mind.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for him to come back when the other guy hasn't really. Dennis is back. Just about to cross here. I'm saying he's back, but you can't see him on the stream. He has to talk to his yes people first.
You know, Freddie, in reference to your, players adjusting to the table, things like this, we should keep in mind that Mitch is now living in Las Vegas, so he's played on this table quite a bit prior to this tournament.
Is this actually his home room now, or is there another room that there's a handful of people that are living in Las Vegas, but this wouldn't be their home room?
Well,
but I'm sure he's played on this table quite a bit.
He comes in here.
Good shot there. You can see Alex
in the background.
In the background.
And was that Billy? Oh, that was Glenn Kachi in the back, right behind him. Right there, in the maroon shirt. Kachi playing Corey and Alex playing Dennis.
All right, Dennis Hatch had knocked him off the table last time, and it was again a little bit wild. He's not going to make a ball, and he's not going to be very happy.
Ooh. Well, what he is happy about is he hasn't left the ball.
He hasn't left the ball.
And there's no really, real easy way to play safe here, except that the one ball is not going to leave the vicinity that it's in.
So a couple of rails around with his cue ball, and one ball stay right there.
That's what he does with his cue ball.
If Mitch decides to go towards the 4 ball, there's not much room. There's not much room to clear the 4 ball. And it's perfect. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I thought that
cleared and went by.
Yeah. It cleared and went by, and I thought it'd die below the 2s, but it started slowing down.
Now, Dennis has a good opportunity to put this ball down here on the bottom left of your screen. Oh, he went.
That's too strong here. He hit it so thin that the cue ball is going to come up. Does the 1 past the 6? I know Dennis is not going to be very happy with that attempt.
I think Mitch will be looking for a home for the cue ball.
He's got pretty much the same type of pathway.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing to guard against is that if he hits the 1 ball, he can't hit the 6 ball too full and slide towards the corner pocket and hang there. He wants to hit this thin, I think, because he can't hit it thick enough to get the cue ball out of there.
Mitch's problem is he's going to have to use the bridge.
Yes.
And maybe an extension to go with it. No, he's okay.
It's tough to spin this one.
Yeah. He's going to do it soft.
Yeah, forced to do it soft. Good shot. Can Dennis actually get underneath the 6 ball, and would he even try?
I don't think it even goes by. I think he's going to either hit this. I think he's going to hit it real soft. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it rolled out. Ball. I don't know if it rolled out, but it certainly looked like it didn't want to go straight. Maybe he touched it with a little left-hand English, but
wow. I wonder if he can lay the cue ball between the 6 and the 1 and then just draw back inside the rail and stick him on the rail with the 6.
Yeah, this is going to be it. This is the shot I thought you were saying, and just stuff that right there, and that cue ball is going to be in jail.
And plus, there's going to be cover down in the bottom, too.
The only thing he's got to guard against is making a ball.
And he did. And he did your option, too.
Yeah, look at the one. I don't know that. Yeah, the 110 is probably going to be the shot, I think, because some of these other balls kind of look goofy.
Mm-hmm.
If Dennis doesn't hit the 1 ball. And if he hits the 7 ball,
oh. Yeah, but the one
solves that.
Yeah, look where the 10 ball got.
Right.
I mean, the 3 ball got.
There's no 110 combination, so he's going to
But there is a nice little run out here. The 8 ball's tough.
The 7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9 all lined up there,
It's funny. So Mitch has a little bit of work to do.
But if they're tough to run out, that means that there's probably a safety lurking.
Right. Well, if he going all the way forward, I think he can get to the 7, but the 8 is going to be difficult. But if he gets to the 7, if he doesn't have an 8 easy safety, then exactly what you were just talking about.
And he was just eyeing those 3 balls as he walked from the 3 to the 4.
Yeah. Definitely should not be surprised. This is not exactly a good shot here, because you wanted to get good on the 6 ball to get good on the 7 ball, but now isn't this a little bit too much of a cut here? Is he
It's
banking?
quite the
or
cut.
Is he,
It's quite the cut.
is he either banking or putting a lot of inside English on there? Yeah. It's almost like he's saying, Dennis, you tell me what you wanted to do.
You know what just before he pulled the trigger on that shot, I thought he had a pretty good safety to draw the cue ball.
Yeah, maybe he was
inside the 8-9.
He was feeling it.
Yeah,
he was feeling it.
And he's not going to feel this.
No.
Oh,
Not good.
well, he's left-handed, so he can reach it, no problem for the cut. He might cut this ball and come down to the bottom rail and come back up towards the 8 or come in that area. Yeah.
Remember, this coming off this other rail, the head rail, has not done any favors for people. So
I don't think this will be soft. Yeah,
that's a great shot, and he can reach this ball.
He's opened up.
10 ball is big, so he's got to make sure that he either doesn't hit it or hits it full in the face. How does he like this angle?
He's going to stun up.
Looks like he's hoping for something
Now he's
here.
going to try to slide underneath it.
Or bump into it. Yeah, bumped into it. It's get scary on that, you know, because that ball could have, I suppose, he was bumping into the open table, but still. Looks like.
But he still converts it
All right.
to a W.
Well, that would stop the bleeding.
Mitch breaking to get on the hill here.
Because it was 4-2. He had handed a couple of games over to Mitch, and Mitch barraged him with 3 in a row after Dennis popped the cue ball off the table. 2 break and runs sandwiched a run out after Dennis had popped the cue ball off the table. So stopped the bleeding there, but awfully tough to stop when you have to sit back and watch another guy who's been breaking and running really well.
He's going to smash these. He wants a break and run here. He's had several of them.
Yeah.
He's used this break effectively. Speaking of the undercover guy, he's right in my
He's right in
face.
front of us. Oh, that's going to be in the drink. Oh,
No.
wow. And look at that.
And look at the shot on the 1 ball. Shot on the 1 ball, and this cue ball can come right into the 10 for position on the deuce.
I see a grin on Dennis. He had the perfect angle on there where he's sitting watching that cue ball head straight for the corner pocket, and the 6 ball hit. And he has a shot on the 1. As long as he, what do you think, George? How is he just going to try to hit the 3, or is he going to land it right over there?
I think he tries to hit the 10. I think he comes off the 1 and comes underneath the 5 at the 10 for the 2. No, he went this way.
Right to the 3. See, that's what I thought. He was trying to get the 3. Not from, I didn't know he'd get behind it, but it was thinner than we thought.
Yep.
Looks like you see a piece of this.
Yeah.
Do you shoot like the guy in the lead?
If he can see the right side of the ball, he's going to cross side the ball.
2 ball.
He already called it. Yeah, in fact, he called it. Mitch is not afraid of a bank.
Well, this is going to be one of the simpler angles, you know, come straight across, but as you can see, simple doesn't mean anything. And it's a big sellout.
Well, opportunity for Dennis. And I'm sure Dennis hears it knocking.
Yeah, it was a little bit tough position for Mitch, because it looked like he just, I mean, it looked really nice the way he went to try to run the 3 from the backside of it, but just rolled by. Well, that was about a hair's breadth from knocking it into the 3
in
ball.
trouble. Yeah, getting in trouble. He bumps that and bumps it towards the rail.
Well, if Dennis can convert this, he's really back in the match.
And plus, he's breaking.
Exactly. He was down quite a bit, actually, versus James Aranis. He was down 4-1 or even 5-1.
And he came back on him?
Yeah, he ended up winning 9-6 or 9-7. So. 2 rails to it. He looked away like he in disgust, but it seems to me that was pretty good. Maybe he doesn't like to rub the 10.
Yeah, he's going to push the 10 right in front of the pocket.
Yeah. Might as well hang.
Might as well.
Might as well hang. Makes them all anyway. Yeah, that's exactly why he grimaced there, because he had to run into the 10 ball, had to run into the 9 ball, had to did all that. But
Well, had he foreseen that before he looked at it, then he would have smiled.
But it goes back to what I said before, that he needs to run out clean to keep his head in the game, and that will end up not being so clean, right?
But in that particular instance, it worked out.
It worked out.
And now with his huge break.
Yeah.
Last time he broke the balls, he made 3 balls and was perfect on the 1. That's the one. That's one of the breaks that comes to mind.
Right.
It's a big power break. Turn your speakers up, guys. It'll blow you out of your room.
Uh-oh, that's in the side pocket. 10
and
ball.
the 10 ball. I'd rather see the 10 ball go in than hang up. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. That'd have been big.
That's really this
unfortunate.
He hasn't the last couple of racks. Well, let's see. He's already popping off the table, and then that one obviously was a wild one. And as good as Mitch is shooting, the probability of him running out is pretty high.
Well, I don't think anything bumped it. I think it went straight
in.
off the break.
He
went straight in.
He didn't hit it in center. Funny. I'm watching these guys. They hand flip all the time as if that came out. It looks perfect, right? But he didn't need this to be brushing on the 5 ball.
No.
Didn't need to be negotiating the 5 ball. He needed just to be straight in or to the right of the 2 balls we view it.
Well,
now he's got to fade a couple of things going on here.
One of the biggest things he wants to fade and stay out of is the side pocket.
That was pretty nice. That was really nice. Hit it with confidence, bumping the 5, nowhere near the side pocket, at least look at playing position on the 3.
And he's going to try to get right where he's at now.
Punch it out.
And that he did. This cue ball should not move more than an inch after he hits the 6 ball.
Well, he crawled it forward. It seemed like he needed to, but he must have had more of an angle than thought here. So cue ball's still going to go up to him. Yeah. Look out. Should be all right, but now he's got to either put inside or.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he's going with. The inside English you just called. And he'll bring it. Oh, nice. I like getting on this 9 ball like this when the 10 ball's right over, so you get away from the rail. A lot of guys get straight in and they just don't get away
going
from the rail.
to the rail.
Yeah, or they go towards the rail.
This one chunked that one. He chunked that one a little bit. That didn't hit that one clean.
And then for my one fan out there, he used the rail.
Used the rail. Sometimes you got to rub the rails,
get
some chalk on the object ball.
Yeah. Mitch is on the hill and breaking.
Yep, and breaking. Another unforced error by Dennis Hatch, scratching on the side pocket against a guy who just doesn't seem to want to miss anymore. Even though he did miss one late. He missed 2 early, but other than that, he's been pretty clean.
Players these are 2 players on the winner's side. 2 of 4 left. Dennis Orculio and Alex Pagulayan battling out on the table.
Both these guys.
Table 23.
Both these guys are in the money already. Guaranteed 6th. Of course, that's not what they're looking for. They want 1st.
And speaking of money, I think it's 10,000 for first place.
Yeah.
7,000 for second. 4,500 for third. 3,000 for fourth. That's not a bad little dinner party.
Nope.
1,800 for fifth, sixth. 1,000 for seventh, eighth. 600 for ninth through 12th.
That was another huge break by Mitch Ellerman. Oh, and he's not going to get on the one. That one ball looked like he was going to be there, but looks like a safe, or he's going to, I don't think he's going to kick 1-6, but you never know at this stage.
You know, it wouldn't be out of line to kick that one ball at the 6.
Yeah. The only issue is that depending on the angle, the cue ball looks like it's going to crawl to the 8 ball if it's on that side. But yeah, but, you know, it
wouldn't be out of line.
It wouldn't be out of line.
Because where are you going to push to? Your options are push to a jump shot behind the 4.
Yeah, or push to
stop it on the 5. That's not a bad shot.
Push to the perfect kick 1-6 if it doesn't lace, you know, nice now. Yeah.
He hits it and doesn't make it.
He hit every piece of that ball and didn't
hits
go
it
in.
and doesn't make it. That was a good shot.
Yeah.
And I like the shot.
Yeah.
Ten ball? No, we're just playing
Safety
safe all the way. And he got used the balls just right. Yeah, nice speed all the way around. Nice speed. I like going to the left side, Freddie.
As we view it?
As we view the table and you at home view the table, he's going to the right side. I like going to the left side.
Isn't that short? Oh, right on top of it. It came out a little bit,
Well.
could have come right across and scratched. Well, this is wide open here, and Dennis needs to clean these up to stay alive. Yeah, he needs to clean this up, stay alive, break and run, and hope for the best. But he's got a little ways to go.
The alternate break format will keep Dennis hoping when Mitch is at the table breaking, because he'll get a few.
I can't tell if, you know, yeah, he ended up not shooting a good shot there. Now he's got to play the combination, and he's got to make sure the 3 ball
and the 3
hangs
ball
there. That's beautiful. I mean, that's a pressure shot there. You kind of have to hope after you've shot it that nothing goes wrong. Oh, wow, the ball almost popped out. Didn't it? It sounded funny.
It just...
Dennis is free stroking right now. I could tell by the warm-up strokes that he's just stepping up there and firing at this point. 3 rails.
Well, your man's on the hill. Do you want to get tentative now?
No.
Yeah, this looks good. But again, he's got to get position on this 10, not for the side pocket. That's tight. We saw him duck that shot before.
Exactly. And he's going above this ball and going to shoot the long 10. And if this gets on the rail, okay, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Just cozy it down. Easy. Gets one back. He's
made quick work of that.
Right.
And now for the breaking.
He needs a no scratch, get shot on the 1 to put pressure on, because the pressure is all on him facing the man on the hill.
Well, I can guarantee Mitch is sitting in that chair saying, I'm going to get the break.
That's right.
And I get a
No
good
matter
shot
what.
at breaking and run. So I'm going to get 1, 2, 3 breaks.
That's right. He got the first break.
That's correct. You get 3 opportunities to break and 1 in a rack. So 1 out of 30%. 33%.
He's taking a little bit of time here. Much better break. He's got a ball down. He's got 2 balls. No, the ball didn't go down. He's going to be on this 1 ball in the side pocket, I think.
He's going to like this a lot.
He's going to like that a lot.
Yeah. What is that from where the guy sits there and says, I like it a lot?
We can talk about it afterwards.
Is that a bad movie, or I just know I've heard it somewhere?
All All right, one in the side pocket here, and there's a whole bunch of balls in the middle of the table, including the ball he's trying to play position for, the 2 ball. As long as he stays off the 10, he's gonna. Oh, he's got a nice little kiss, and we got to hold his breath a little bit.
Combo on the 4 here. He'll just park that ball right where the 4 is.
He'd rather
now.
make this ball. Yeah.
Might as well.
He'd rather do it because the 3 ball's right there, and he didn't want to come back for it.
In the spirit of saving time.
Oh, he missed it. Oh boy.
Oh my.
Wow. Wow.
Ouch.
Yep. I don't think Mitch is going to have a problem here.
No.
Well, he's just come up a little short, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Well, here we go. This was the come up short on coming off the end rail. Do you go ahead and fire this ball?
I don't think he's playing. He could play safe. He could play safe right behind the 10 if he so chooses. But I'm thinking he's going to shoot this all day long. He's going to hold it up with English.
Or go right to the 7 ball as a blocker. Yeah, he fired at it all right. And
look
he's
at
going
the
to get away
speed.
with it. Nope. Dennis can see this ball. In fact, well, I guess Dennis could actually try to shoot this ball. What do you do here? Would you rather shoot this 5 ball?
You're gambling a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think he'll put the cue ball up against the 10. I think he'll use inside English and come to the 10.
Nope, I can see he's cutting this ball.
He's cutting this ball. He's going for it all the way, huh?
I think so. He's made it. He's going to get good on this. Oh, it just exploded off that table, but he's got to hit a bump.
That's
there
part of the gamble I was talking about,
Yeah.
because you still have to get shape. Making it's one thing.
See that? It exploded off that end rail. Ah, boy, he's lost his mind here.
No, but he's not lost his mind. He's used the 10 to block the 6, fortunately.
Dennis is feeling heat here. We've all felt it. He's missed a shot late, and there he got really good on it. Can he actually see this 6 ball, or does he have to?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think he might jump it or spin it. I'm not sure what he's going to do with this. It doesn't look like it. He's trying to figure out where it's going to go when he does what he does.
Well, the chances of Mitch making the 6 ball are pretty high. But if he jumps it, he's awfully close to the cushion.
Yeah.
But the 7 is wide open there. He'd have to get awfully unlucky not to be able to see this ball, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not just need to see this ball. He'd be unlucky to not have a good shot at it.
First and foremost, if he jumps this 10 ball and makes the 6, he's got to keep the cue ball on the table.
You're right. Right.
He kicks the ball real good. So this is what he's, this is what he's discussing himself.
There. He's already called the ball here.
He kicks the ball real good.
The scratch is on.
I think he's going rail first.
The scratch is on. And he did not get there.
Nope.
Dennis has to take a deep breath here because now he's missed 2 balls in this rack. It's not a hanger. It's going to go up and down the table. You know it explodes off the bottom rail. And he made it. Boom.
And
watch out for the side pocket. No issues. And does he have an angle?
He's got everything he needs to deal with this.
He's got angle enough. He's got angle enough. Doesn't want to jar this. Watch out for the side pocket. He's long. He's long. You see Dennis looking at him. I mean, he was just staring it down like holding his breath.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. And this one here, the cue ball's running toward the, not towards the rail. Good now. And nothing clean about this rack, but he gets to wipe a bead.
Well, I tell you, after the 2 mistakes that Dennis made in that rack, he's real fortunate
really
to be where he's at here.
Really fortunate.
And he'll be breaking the balls. They're both working on. Are they both working on their tip? A little tip
Apparently
convention.
So, yeah.
No,
So
it looks like 8-6. Yeah.
8-6. Mitch is breaking.
Well, let's say Dennis. Let's try to figure out how many breaks other than this one Mitch will have. He's got this one. Dennis will break next at 8-7.
You'll get one more break.
You'll get one more break at 8-8.
So if there's any pressure, it's going to be right now for Mitch is that he wants to get out right here.
Yes,
Don't even bring it to Dennis to catch up.
I don't want to let my opponent on the hill.
Yeah.
But the bright part about it is that you'll be breaking.
Oh, that's really, again, very unfortunate for Mitch, but he still sees the one. That one ball was tracking for an easy shot on the one, and it got bumped down tail, but he's got an easy shot on the one. But it's a little bit more than just bunting balls in, right?
How's his position coming up?
Yeah, the 6 ball looms large as to come come short of it.
Maybe using a little bit of right-hand English.
I was thinking that he just spins the heck out of this. His right-hand English.
Yeah.
And stays
Make
away.
sure he stays away from this. Exactly. Oh, nicely done. He's come up real nice for this, but he's got to come up real nice for the 3 ball, and he looks like it's too straight to get real nice on it. Wants a cue ball in the vicinity of the 4.
Now he's checking to see if the 3 ball passed the 4. I don't believe it does.
Doesn't look like it does.
Got there is no angle here.
It's drawn. Nice
Very
force, but it's a tough shot.
Yeah, the 6 ball is in the way. Go back and forth. I think he gets there.
Mitchell, I wouldn't mind you playing a safe here to the head rail for a change.
He says
no. You play safe. I'll keep you in your chair, bud.
But not the simple. Oh, no, okay, he's got far enough now. 5 ball does pass both ways. So he just has to worry about making this ball.
Okay.
Cue ball. He should be playing the 5 ball in the lower right pocket. Oh, he smashed this ball.
Yeah, and he's come up he's hit it too perfect.
The ball is still goes.
So soft.
Good for the right-hander.
Soft or hard? Either way, a little softer, a little harder.
He's got to take the bridge out here. Can he reach this? This one was, he'd rather have shot this in the lower right corner, but I believe the 5 ball does pass, but he's got to stretch out as a left-hander. Yep, added just a little bit of work on this one. In fact, he's going to shoot this one right-handed.
This is a big shot here.
He's been fooling around with this tip. What's going on there? Both of them were.
Uh-huh.
And he one-stroked it, and
he's going to get safe.
Oh, boy, Dennis.
Look what he's going to get here. Sometimes fate.
Fate, that's right.
Fate lets you know who it wants.
Well, he can't. I don't believe he can jump it. He's so close that the cue ball is never going to get there.
He's going to kick it 1 rail, possibly 2, because the cue ball will go up for the 6 if he kicks it 2.
Yeah, I believe he's called the 5 ball down.
He might make this ball. Well, he made the 8.
Made the 8, so no matter what,
and look
Mitch
at this.
is going to be
Look
in
at
position.
this. He wants. Oh wow.
Yeah, no matter what, Mitch was either going to pass it back or shoot.
Well, this is a big shot right here. This looks really easy, but especially in this situation, it can be missed. But not by Mitch Ellerman.
No, and there's going to get a concession there.
Great match. Great match.
It was a great match.
Not for Dennis,
Hatch
but
didn't make it back there, but Mitch played fantastic. So Mitch Ellerman moves on. Dennis Hatch to the left side of the bracket, still alive, and we will be back in just a little bit.
Yeah.